Yesterday we have seen the formula columns and the bursting concept, right? How to first we have seen what is the bursting and what is the bursting definition, how we can use the bursting properties, and before the bursting we have seen how to schedule a BAP report. How to schedule a report. There is a schedule and history. Both options are available. When you click on the schedule, you can schedule a report, and you need to provide the parameters if you have the parameters. And there is the output section and the notification section is there. Just you can notify is based on your report job status. You need to send an email notification, and by you providing user defined name, you can submit your scheduled job. And again, just go back to the return and click on history so that you are able to see the history screen. Against history screen, you can find the complete scheduled job information, whether it is success, failure, or error, and you can find the output over there. So based on schedule, when you perform a schedule, there is a table got appear. The same table information we will try to provide in the bursting SQL statement, right? Like save output name, a locale, language, calendar, and something couple of properties we need to satisfy in order to perform the bursting concept. Okay, there the most important is key. Key is always should be same as delivery by value, key value, and your delivery channel. So for example, when you pick a delivery channel email, so based on the email, your parameters will be behavior, like parameter 1 to 8 will come into picture. The same way when you use FTP delivery channel, again parameters would be changed. The way when you use any delivery channel, against delivery channel, you need to take the parameters. Okay, yesterday we have seen how to send an emails by using bursting concept. Today we will see the same. We'll use a FTP delivery channel to place the file or to copy the file into specific server location. Okay. So this is tools and reports analytics. And the browse catalog. Okay. This is our report, which report we have been implemented. This is the data model. Okay, this is the bursting. So we can change supplier burst email. Now we can add one more one, which is supplier burst, which is FTP, SQL query and FSCM. So in order to perform an FTP busting operation, or in order to perform FTP busting process, first you need to register your FTP in the manage administration. Okay, the manage administration, first you need to register your FTP details. So here are my FTP details. For your practice also can use the same FTP details. I'm trying to ping in the chart screen. Everyone please note down these FTP details. Okay, I pinged on the chart screen. Please note down everyone. That you can configure in your SaaS application. This is administration and this is manage BA publisher. This is delivery section is available. This is dedicated for bursting section. Just navigate to the FTP. Just click on add server. Server name, something you can provide anything which is a user defined. FTP and the host. I need host name. Something drive hq.com. And the port 21. And username something Abhishek G at 2727. The password del@99858. Just try to test the connection. Not getting any response yet. Let's see.
Vijay, I think the FTP part is missing. FTP dot and then drive.
Where it is?
In the host name.
No, this is host fine.
Yeah, there is FTP dot drive HQ.
DriveHQ.com.
Okay.
This is a host. Oh, sorry. pp.drive.
Yeah.
At least something it should. Okay. The value entered for the password. Is my password and test the connection. Could not established. Pocket length is exceeding maximum allowed length. Yeah, the connection established successfully. Just you can remove use secure FTP. Do not enable this. The connection established successfully. Just try to apply. Now this is my GP10 FTP. Okay, now you can use in your SQL statement in order to place or output or copy your output files to your respective server location. Now we'll try to connect the server as an explicitly here. This is my Win SAP tool in order to connect my server. This is Win SAP tool. Just you need to install. This is a freeware. Just you can download from the Google so that you can connect your the drive FTP drive HQ FTP. You can connect here. Nothing but the server. Just click on the log here. New site, host name, same details you can populate here. This is the host name and the port 21 and the username. The password and just try to save as GP10, save password, just click on OK and the login. You can download this tool from the Google, which is WinSAP, in order to connect your server. Now this is the right side, you are able to see the server, and the left side is our local drive. Left side you can access complete your local drives here, C drive, whichever you want. And the right side, this is your drive server location. So here I'm trying to create one folder, new folder, which is GP10. So this is my GP10 folder. So in this location, I'm trying to place my output files from a BAP report with help of busting process. Okay. So in order to create the same FTP SQL busting SQL statement, so this is the code I have in a code handy with me. This is your key value and the template name and the locale output format. I'm trying to send in a PDF since our outputs we are able to send the PDF format. Delivery channel I'm going to use FTP. Earlier we are going to use earlier we have been used email, but the email we have used email related properties. Now the delivery channel is changing to FTP here. When you use an FTP, the parameter one is your FTP name. Our FTP name is GP10. This is our FTP name, GP10 FTP. So you can use the same here, GP10 FTP, and the username, your FTP username is FTP username, and parameter 3 is FTP password. This is my FTP password. and your location where you want to send the file in the FTP server, which is parameter 4. So this is my path. Always try to copy, write the paths and username passwords, copy paste. And this is my parameter and the name of the PDF, something .pdf, or you can use your SQL statement. We can use the same SQL statement, whichever we have used for this email one. Just copy the email one and use this from clause same as here, and supplier.pdf, right? Something segment one. Segment one, you can get it from
And Vijay, password is mandatory here
here, it's mandatory.
because in real world we don't use password for
Real
SFTP.
world
So
will tell you once it is done.
uh,
Real world will use SSH keys.
yeah.
There segment one and
Maybe, instead of having standard name, if we wanted to put like a date, a system date,
yeah,
uh,
whichever you want, you can configure. Same as your as per your requirement, you can configure your file names here.
so
Something
what would be the format? I'm not familiar with the format, how it is
you mean to say file format?
derived. Yeah, file naming format.
The naming format as per your client requirement. Client will expecting something, I want to generate an invoices based on the invoice numbers. Then you will get an invoice number from a table, right? So otherwise, I want to place an entire output to the file. The moment you can use just hardcode the file name followed by the sysdate.
Okay,
Okay, just you can
thank
convert
you.
the sysdate so that your file will goes to the file name followed by the date. Now this is
Got it.
segment one and followed by the PDF. Now this is key value. So what is our key value? Something vendor ID, supplier dot vendor ID. And template, you can use any name here. And this is rest of would be same. Just you can use the same
Vendor spelling.
FTP. This is my FTP one. Your vendor ID and vendor ID. Try to save it. Okay. Now just edit your report and enable your busting definition here against the properties. Here, enable the busting, which is FTP. I need an FTP, just you need to enable the FTP one. If it is there, looks good. Just click on OK. Now view the report. So before that, we'll try to remove that password. Document password is there, right? We'll try to remove that. This is for properties. Enable security is false.
And Vijay, one more thing, like we apply this busting logic at this DM level, right?
Yeah, data model.
I mean,
Busting is
it will be
one of the,
applicable for all the layouts.
yes, exactly. All the layouts means, again, if you have again here n number of layouts at runtime, you can applicable for only one layout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whichever layout you are enabled, the layout will takes in a position for your bus
Hmm. Yeah.
statement. Okay. It's
Okay.
not possible to meet up for all the layouts.
Yeah.
Right here, the default layout we are enabling.
Yeah. Whatever will be the layout
Yes,
when we submit
yes,
the request, it will be.
exactly. Or you can use this layout name as well here.
Oh, okay.
This is a,
Template name.
yeah, template. Okay.
Yeah.
This also as well.
So it will be in that format XDO, and then we have that syntax, right? Or it is simply the layout name.
Yeah, simply layout name only.
Oh, okay.
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 Just try to just view the report. Now you're getting the three records. Just try to schedule your report in order to perform the bursting functionality. Just go to the output. The bursting is enabled here. Try to submit. Just click on OK. Just click on the return so that it will navigate to your history screen. This is the more and history. Try to refresh. This is test FTP is running. There is a problem. We'll see. Just try to open the same. Now all three are successfully segregated, but while sending, there is a problem. So here there is a problem. Just try to verify the same. There is no such error. Delivery failed. Okay. GP10 FTP does not exist or user does not have permission to access the server. Delivery to SFTP completed with failure server does not exist or user does not have permission to access the server. So there is some issue with something. We need to have a permissions. It's not working as expected. The FTP itself.
I think the directory needs permission, something.
No, it will provide a directory issue, right? Something.
Yeah, maybe.
The directory. We do not have. Let me provide 777. Or might be correct. 777. Unknown command chmod 777 for G.
Is it because it is Windows?
Provide the root path. We'll see. You can copy the files to root paths. I have tried. Let me change the root path. We'll see. Edit.
Maybe you will not have allowed to change the permission at root path. Vijay. So
Yeah.
create the folder inside the folder.
Yes. Just I'm trying to provide the root path. We'll see. More schedule. TP1. Just click on OK. And OK. And the return. And the more and history. Just try to refresh. Still is a problem. How come I tried once it's been working fine? Delivery to SFTP completed with failure server does not exist or user does not have permission to access the server.
Keep in /tmp. Right.
Sorry?
Keep in /tmp instead of root /tmp.
/tmp.
Yeah, it is accessible for all in Unix.
Oh, just check whether the
temp
folder. Temp folder,
yeah. You mean to say?
Yes.
Folder is not there right here.
So do one thing, Vijay. Check the inbound folder, the permission of inbound folder. Right click and check the permission.
Inbound, this is already have been placed, right? This
Yeah, so just put in inbound then. Just check it.
inbound, okay, let's see the properties. Still it's triple zero.
No. Property is not set.
I have tested here for one of my requirement for a testing purpose. It's been working. And this is sorry.
Why it is showing 000? Because
Yeah,
you
0.
have the file inside the
Yes.
server. Folder.
Maybe can we try manually, like putting one file there?
It's
Just
there.
try it.
Every day I'm using for transferring the files.
Oh, okay.
It means that you have permission. Something is wrong in this.
Yes. See?
Yeah, you have permission.
This is inbound. Let's give a last try. Inbound and save. Get no. Still it's failing here. This is working fine, right? GP10 FTP.
Is this a SFTP or FTP?
It's FTP only. Connection established successfully. There is no issue with this. This is connecting successfully. The delivery is inbound, does not exist, or user does not have permission access to the close. We provided GP10 FTP, GP10 FTP parameter 1 FTP. This is GP10 FTP. There is space coming while copy paste. Let's see. Just give a last try.
Still space was there.
Yeah, we are wanting to give,
Oh.
providing the space. While copy paste, I can see the space here.
Okay.
Let's see. It could be an issue.
Vijay, I think last parameter is there, that secure FTP. You are not able to connect with secure FTP also earlier. Parameter 6.
Secure FTP is not required.
Yeah, correct.
Good catch. It's also not required.
Okay, so by default it is false, the secure FTP.
Okay. Yeah, by default it is false. Now everything looks good. GP10 FTP and followed by /GP10 our folder. Let's see. This is report 1 schedule. FTP2. History. Now we are getting the files. Still running. Oh, it's still running. Still there is a problem. Just FTP2, but files are copied to the server. The FTP completed with failure, star command failed, 421 create archive data connection. If you use Windows command, okay, there is something FTP issue, no issues, but our files were successfully copied. In real time, you won't see any issues. Okay. So this is your each PDF. So I don't want to go for each PDF. I want to place an entire output. So what is the approach? Anyone?
There was a checkbox like create a consolidated output or
No,
something.
that won't work.
We can use a
Select one in key.
Exactly. Yeah. Select one.
Zalika?
Just you can use the key here. In the same way, in the data model also, you can hardcode one key, so that both can be matched and the entire output will place it your the respective location. Just give the data model. This is the bursting FTP, and this is the data model. So study the data model here, and you can use one as key. Just click on OK. Just save this, and FTP you can use based on the key, and you can use here key value same, just one. And the same way you can change your file name same as your as Ishman suggested, just followed by supplier output, concatenate with state, concatenate with PDF. Supplier output and state concatenate with an output. Fine, right? Just you can use the same here. Try to schedule the once again. Now it will run. Just try to refresh here. Might be due to some issues, got deleted the files. Yeah. Now you can see just something file got generated. Okay. So the way you can use the same for FTP and this email functionality. Mostly in the real time, we will use these two functionalities, FTP and this one, and you can go for the UCM. Some scenarios, we may push the file into content server. This is the UCM. By default, you can use FA UCM provision. Okay, just you can try to Google out. You can get a handy code for this bursting logic in order to push the file to the UCM. Try to practice and let me know if you face any issues. Tomorrow, these beginners need to show me how to send the files to UCM server. Just you can prepare your own bursting logic, take a Google help, and try to perform the UCM file. Once you successfully copy the file to the UCM server, so how will you verify? Is nothing but just copy this URL your SaaS application URL and just append with CS, nothing but content server. Content server, and here you can search with your file name here, so that you are able to see the there is a search screen is available. Search in the left side. You can search with your file name here or content ID here, so that you are able to see the file in the content server. Let me know if you face any issues. We will see. We will resolve. Okay. You guys following? Ashwini, Priya, Dairam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please try to see the UCM related bursting functionality. Rest of also please practice. Let me know if you face any issues. We will see again very in detail. If you really face any issues. For in order to push the file to content server, there is a default path and default values would be available. Simply, you will get a complete 100% code from the Google. Just you need to change some values and push the file to UCM server. And you can find the file from the UCM server, nothing but just take an application URL and append with the CS content server screen would be open. Here you can search with your file name here also, the right side, quick search. So this is all about the bursting concept. Let's see one use case, whether it is working or not, I'm not sure. Just try to add a union here, whether the union will be support here, all the columns would be matched. No. Parameter delivery channel output format is there. Parameter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. What is this? 6. Attachment. Okay. Attachment parameter 6. You can use parameter 6 is null. Okay. The moment vendor ID should be also same. So I'm trying to perform 2 delivery channels at a time, FTP and email. Let's see how it goes, whether it can support or not, or face any issues. We'll see. FTP, this is email. You can use the same, and this is vendor ID, and this is vendor ID same. Just try to save this and go to the catalog. More schedule. Sorry. You need to change, you need to enable our own bursting definition for email related, right? Just try to edit the report. And the properties, and you can enable email functionality bursting. Just click on OK, save, just view the report. Here also you can schedule the report. Just schedule it. Submit email, just try to click on OK. The more and the history. Email is running. To see whether I get an email or not. So I got an email which is 3, and there is something issue with this. Okay, this is also successfully generated. So you can perform at a time 2 bursting delivery channels. Okay, if you do have the requirements such like that. Okay. There is something FTP issue, it's not succeeded the process. It's trying to write the data to the server, but it's failing. Partially it is success. Okay. So this is all about FTP. Any doubts, any clarification so far for FTP, sorry, busting related process?
Vijay, one question, like when we send it as outbound, so we can use two like things, like one is the standard delivery, yeah, the same page. So if we
Yes, yes,
choose the
it's,
FTP
yeah,
delivery, we can send the entire file.
exactly. If you
And
want an entire
this,
file, no need to go for the busting definition.
yeah,
If you want to go for a condition specific or it's a criteria, then only you can go for the busting logic.
okay, yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, you can try to send in a consolidated output straight away by using the standard process.
Yeah.
Okay. So as of now, we have seen, we have created the report, and the report is running from the reports and analytics itself. Just there is a more button, there is a open option is there. We are trying to open the data model and do performing the changes. And the same way, when you click on the open the report, when you click on the open the report here, so you are able to see the output. So it's not possible to have an end user this reports analytics access, right? Some of the user doesn't have this reports and analytics access, and it's not possible to see all the reports from end user end. So in order to avoid that, okay, you can create the reports from reports and analytics, and on by using this report, you can create an enterprise scheduler service job, nothing but ESA job. It is same as a concurrent program. It's a replace with your concurrent program. Just we will provide a report name for this report, and we will provide an access for the report name, and the end user will submit this report from schedule process screen. Okay. The moment there is no relationship with reports analytics to the user. Simply the user will bother about whether the report is available or not from schedule process LOB. If the ESA job is available, simply they will try to submit the report followed by the parameters. Okay. Now we'll try to create how to, we'll see how to create an ESA job. First, before creating an ESA job, first you need to take in a report path. The report path, report is nothing but this is our report. Okay. Data model would not be required here. Always you need to refer a report in order to create any ESA job. This is the more and properties. This is my location, nothing but the path. This is my path, and this is my report name, and its extension is .xto. You need to maintain a path like this, or you need to provide a full path. This is xto signature. This is your path and followed by xto. This shade keyword is not required, just you can remove. If you have any location is there, so and so something custom GP10 so and so, while copying shaded is not required, just you can remove the shade keyword from your path. This is your report path. You can use this report path. Yeah, Vishal.
So I have one question. In the local path GP reports, why select the report one? Why do not select the supplier GP10 supplier report first?
No, I'm not getting you.
In local path report GP10 report, and GP10 supplier is underscore RPT1. But why select just GP10 supplier underscore RPT means?
Why did you select .xdo only, not RTF?
Not RTF.
RDF.
There is a two template, right, which are over there. So
Yes,
why did you select .xdo only?
This one?
This one.
You can use any one, no issues.
Not issue.
His question is that why you create?
By using single data model, we are created two reports.
Okay, yes.
Okay, you can use any one, no issues. You can
No
use
issues, okay.
Okay. Just need to verify whether your report is aligned with your data model or not. If the report is aligned with your data model, you can use no issues. Again, this is the same, right? So now this XML tags is not aligned with your report. So we are not getting the output here. Need to verify, okay?
Yes. Yes.
This is a report path. Now Just connect to the application. Just navigate to setup and maintenance. Here on the right side, there is a user screen is available. Just navigate to setup and maintenance. It's taking more time here. Okay. Now just navigate to the global search. Just search with manage enterprise scheduler. There is a task manage enterprise scheduler. Just search with the task. You are able to see 3 tasks here. The manage enterprise scheduler, job definitions and job sets for customer relationship management and related applications, and the job definition job sets for financial supply chain management and related applications, and this is job definition job sets for human capital management related applications. You can see three types of tasks would be available here. So whichever module is required for you, just you can take the module and try to create an ESA job. So not only custom ESA job, you can find the standard ESA jobs as well, and you can Oracle is provided a provision to create and a custom ESA job as well here. Okay, so I'm trying to create an FSAM, financial supply chain management related application. Just select the task. So this task where you can find your standard ESA jobs and ESA job sets, nothing but the request set, and you can create your custom ESA jobs and custom ESA job sets. Okay. So these are all your standard ESA jobs here. So if you have to create any custom ESA job, simply you can create within a XX, or you can follow your client naming standards or naming conventions in order to create your custom ESA job. So here I'm trying, there is a 3 tabs would be available here: manage job definitions, manage list of value sources, and manage job sets. So first navigate to the manage job definitions. By default, you will landing to this screen. Just there is a create option would be available here. Just try to click on the create. This is the way you will get a provision to create a job definition. This is job definition. The display name, something GP10 supplier report. This is GP10 supplier report. And the report name, always it should be something code. Okay, GP10 supplier report. This won't contain any spaces. Okay, without spaces, you need to enter in a short name like that. Same you can refer as concurrent program short name. Simply you can refer like that, or the name would be always it would be code. Code is nothing but there is no spaces in between. Always it would be unique from one report to another report. A unique name. The path is nothing but enter the name of the folder to store the job definition. This folder is created by Oracle, created in Oracle apps ESS custom. Just you can maintain the same here. Oracle. This is the default path. You can use Oracle apps ESS and custom. Just you can use by default. This is Oracle apps ESS custom. And there is a report ID is available here. Report ID. Report ID is nothing but your XTO along with your report path. Just copy everything here and paste here. This is your report ID where your ESA job will identify. There is a report would be available, or the report would be attached for this ESA job. It will try to navigate to this path and execute this report at runtime. The job application name, you can provide FSC and ESS. Since we are selected financial supply chain management related application, FSC and ESS. And the job type would be BAP job type here. BAP job type. If any busting definitions would be available or enabled against your report, you need to enable the checkbox here as well. Okay. If the busting definition is enabled against your report, the same busting concept should be we need to execute against ESA job level. Simply need to enable the busting report checkbox here. Okay. And the default output format is PDF, or you can keep the blank, whichever is your set it as output level, that can be taken a precedence. And this is application, you can provide something. This is default and something GP test report. Okay. And by default, there is an enable submission from schedule process. Checkbox is enabled. Do not disable this. Okay. Why this is by default enabled is nothing but when you create this GP10 supplier report ESA job, this job would be available from your schedule process screen with the help of this checkbox. Okay. Just try to save and close. Very first time it will take some time because it will store the complete information in the table in the format of metadata structure, not the same as the transactional table data. So when you have in a busting definition here, please do remember very first time only you need to enable or disable this checkbox. Once you create this ESA job, it won't possible to edit your busting report checkbox here. When you edit an ESA job, this would be grayed out. Again, you need to create a new ESA job, or you need to delete existing ESA job and create a new ESA job. This won't be editable in the next time.
So it is similar to our concurrent program definition.
Exactly,
Right?
same as your concurrent program. But we do have a couple of steps, all right? Concurrent program, request set, and we are assigning the responsibility. There is no such concept like that. Simply, we are creating an ESA job. See, this whenever you create an ESA job, the ESA job itself create as a privilege role. ESA job itself is converting as a privilege role. Simply, you need to assign this privilege role to the target user, so that user will get an access to run that report from schedule process screen. Okay.
Okay. And if there are any incompatibilities to this, then like
there is no concept for incompatibility.
There is no concept. Like,
no concept incompatibility.
Okay.
This is our report, GP10 supply report, which is a standard, custom report. Now you can execute this report from schedule process screen. I don't see any incompatibility. Let me open. See, there is no options for incompatibility here.
Yeah. No, so how do we manage actually then in Fusion?
Incompatibility reports. I'm also not sure, but let me explore.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, this is the tools and this is schedule process. Schedule new process. And this is type job and job set. If it is a ESA job, by default, this is the ESA job option would be enabled. If it is job set, you can go for the job set radio button to enable and try to search with your job sets. And this is job, something GP10 is there. This is GP10 supply report. Just click on OK. If you have any parameter, just need to enter the parameter. As of now, we are not created any parameters. The reason it's showing as a blank. There is the process options would be available here. This won't help much for us. If you want to change any number format, time format, date format, you can change here. By default, it take a precedence, but we won't use in real time these process options. Everything we can handle from our SQL statement itself. This is the basic. If you want to schedule an ESA job, you can schedule as soon as possible. Nothing but by default, we are executing as a ad hoc base. If you want to go for a schedule, just using a schedule, and you can use the schedule options here. This is output. For example, by default, whichever default layout is there, the default layout would be executed at runtime when you submit an ESA job. So I don't want to go for default layout. I have a number of layouts for my report. I want to pick a specific layout for my report. Just go to the output section here, so that again you can see the complete report outputs here. These are your layouts. So as of now, it's contain only one layout, which is a default one layout would be available against this report. Okay. So if you have two layouts, you can see this two layouts here. We do have only one layout. View list. It's not an active status. Just try to save this. Just cancel this. Start the new process. Just click on OK. And advanced output. Now you can see the two layouts here. So whichever default layout is there, by default, it will take as a runtime and it will execute the report. If you want to change any layout at runtime, just change the layout and try to change the your formats, also output formats. And if you want to perform the destination, the bursting logic, by the standard process would be available here also. You can use the same concept here. Add email functionality, and you can try to provide the same. This is a from address. By default, it will take, and you can perform the same to address, whichever you want, you can use the same. So this is the output option, the notification. So I want to send in a notification to the respective my recipient based on my ESA job status. So the recipient so and so and the condition on success, on warning, on error. So whichever whenever you want, you can send. Even for example, if it is an error, simply you can state to your, you can send an email notification to the recipient. So once ESA job in a failure status. Just click on OK. Okay. And this is a print output. If you want to print the output, and this will notify me when this process ends. Submission notes, and you can add a note here. Enter information to help this specific process submission. Okay, you can enter the note. For this, we need to do one setup. Did you remember the security console? While working the security console, we have created one user for auto provision roles, right? Sorry, we have created one person, employee for auto provision roles. While creating an employee, in the right side, we have provided one username, sorry, one email ID. That email ID will take as a precedence here. And by default, when you enable this, whichever this user associated with an employee, and employee does have an email ID, okay, that email ID will take a precedence here, and it will send an email to the respective recipients when you enable this checkbox. Okay. Now try to submit the process. Just click on OK. This application is very slow, yeah. Real time, in real world, if you get a client application, it won't take much time. The fraction of seconds, this ESS job should be complete. Since we do not have much output, right? Oh, okay. There is a busting concept is there. Busting is not executing as expected. The reason it's taking more time, I guess. Might be we got an output. So this error status, since our busting, due to busting logic, we are not able to, just remove, disable the busting here. Disable. Okay, when you disable the busting, it's not possible to again disable from ESA job side. It's not an easy process. Again, you need to create a new concurrent, new ESA job. Let's see here. Cancel this. See, this busting is disabled. When you edit here, this busting report is in disabled status. That is the problem with your ESA job. Again, if you want to create without busting, you need to delete this ESA job and create a new ESA job and try to execute the same. You will get something. Just pre-practice. There is nothing, very simple. Just you need to provide the report path followed by the XGO name, and rest of the things you need to fulfill in order to create the ESA job. So when you create this ESA job, GP10 supplier report, just navigate to the security console here. Copy the report name. This will convert as a privilege role for us. Tools and security console. This is the roles. Just try to search. Okay, it will take some time in order to synchronize data. In general, you can see the reports like this, something GP9. See here, this is GP9, one of the report, job set, and job concurrent, sorry, report, ESA job and ESA job sets. It will take some time, or you need to run synchronized jobs in order to synchronize this. Yeah, now it is there. GP times supplier report, which can convert as a privilege role. This is a privilege role. Expand to what? This is a privilege role. Convert as.
Okay. And then Vijay, we did not assign this role to the user. So how could you submit
By
that?
default, whenever you create it with a user, by default you will get an access.
Oh, okay. Who creates it?
If you want to add this report to another user, obviously you need to create a custom role. For that custom role, you need to add this privilege role, add that custom role to the user.
Oh, yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is all about user job creation. We'll see more with the parameters Monday. There is a parameter somewhat tricky part here. In order to perform the dependency parameters, there is a standard view objects will come into picture. That is, we'll see very in detail. So that's it for today. The next session would be on again Monday. Enjoy your week.
Vijay, I have one question, Vijay.
Yes.
We created the PI purpose report and we registered